I just bought some food from the grocery store, some shawarma and some tomb potatoes, and I'm on a break. And I just took a little walk. I see a bench, and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna eat this shawarma on the bench. While I was walking here, some guy was like, "Hey man, nice shirt." This is the shirt. I was like, "Cool, I just got it." He's like, "Really?" "Yeah, really." Oh, it's pretty wet here. Okay, I'll see you at the bench. This feels wildly impressive for $7. $7. That's impressive. So I've been thinking about this a lot recently, and it's the internet as we know it, the demographics that make up the internet, what is our opinion of those demographics, and how that's going to change as we move forward into the future, right? Because if you think about it, like the internet is still relatively new. Like the concept or the idea of this persistent online communication network where we can share information and ideas and all the bad stuff too. But the concept of that has not been around that long. I mean, we didn't have internet when I was a kid, so I can remember a time before it. And I think our perception of the demographics that make up the internet is going to drastically change over the next 20, 30, 40 years. What I mean by that is when we currently think of the older population on the internet, you can firmly put it into two different categories. So category number one is you have Facebook. You have like the boomerification of Facebook and all the terrible Facebook memes and that entire segment of the internet. That's not what the older population is going to look like, again, 20, 30, 40, 50, X amount of years into the future. The other segment of the older population online is the novelty segment, where it's almost amazing that they are denizens of the internet. Like they get the internet and they're old. And what's going to happen is as we move forward into the future, people that are my age, people that are millennials, we're not going to stop doing this. Like this is not going to stop. Do you think of your favorite YouTube creator, or think about your favorite influencer, or your favorite TikTok video content creator? Do you think all of those people are just going to stop? Because I don't think they're going to stop at all. I think that we're going to get to a point, the older population or the older demographic on the internet is just as, if not more, internet savvy as the younger generation, because they've been doing it for so much longer. And the reason why I think this is interesting is because the internet as a space right now is really just a very young, incomplete version of itself. Like it's just going to look so much different 40 to 50 years from now. If you had the same level of social media, like if you had the same kind of, I don't know if this will exist in 40 or 50 years, but if you did still have this, the volume of content that was being produced by people in their 70s and 80s, for people who are in their 70s and 80s, like that level of content, we cannot appreciate what that is truly going to look like. Like this version of the internet and this version of social media is unique due to how new the technology is. This era will never be recreated. The internet could last another 1,000 years, and this version will never exist again. People who are internet savvy and understand the internet are primarily of a certain age bracket, and that just won't exist in the year 2150.